Call this meeting in order. This is a commissioner meeting on July 12th, 2023 at 6 p.m. at the Sussex County Administrative Center in the commissioner meeting room on 1 Spring Street, Newton, New Jersey. Roll call.
Commissioner Fantasia? Here. Commissioner Hayden?
Here.
Commissioner Space?
Here.
Deputy Director Yardley?
Here.
Director Carney?
Here. Got a moment of silence and a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Number 4 is our public statement. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975, adequate notice as defined by Section 3D of Chapter 231, PL 1975 has been made by regular mail and email, such notice being submitted on January 4th, 2023, from the Administrative Center of the County of Sussex, located at 1 Spring Street, Newton, New Jersey, to the following: the New Jersey Herald and the Star Ledger. It is also posted on the bulletin board maintained in the Administrative Center for public announcements and has been submitted to the Sussex County Clerk in compliance with said act. At this time, please mute all electronic devices. We have an amendment to the agenda. We are going to table the proclamation recognizing social workers. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda with that amendment?
So moved.
Commissioner Space, have a second. Commissioner Hayden, any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, carries. Number 6, proclamation, certificates, and presentations. We have none. Number 7, public hearing. There is none. Number 8 is public session from the floor. This public session is for those wishing to make a comment of 3 minutes or less regarding an agenda item. Please line up the microphone, state your name, municipality, and agenda topic for the record. Can I get a motion to open the floor for public comment? Commissioner Hayden, a second. Commissioner Space, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstained, carries. Anybody from the public would like to speak on agenda topics? All right, seeing none, can I get a motion to close the floor for public comment?
So moved.
Commissioner. Second. I'm sorry. Come on up. Oh, it's okay.
Can you just list which agenda topic you're speaking on?
Sure, it's Mary Fox, 6 Mill Street in Newton, and it's about the Dennis Library.
Okay, that's an agenda topic, so if you could just wait to public session? Okay. That's all right.
All right.
Motion to close?
Motion to close. Can I get a motion to close? Commissioner Hayden, second.
Second.
Commissioner Fantasia, discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, carries. Number 9 is commissioners' comments. Commissioner Hayden, would you like to start?
Sure. Sussex County Library System hosts the Broadband Access for All panel discussion. Newton, New Jersey, the Sussex County Library System is delighted to announce its upcoming event, Broadband Access for All. The event aims to address the importance of
Commissioner
internet.
Hayden, I need to interrupt you. But the woman in the back, she can't hear you.
You want me to cut that off?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe for a little bit.
Yeah.
You can come right up, sit in the ice.
Why don't you sit in the front? You'll be able to hear me.
No.
We really got to get a PA that's
We're
mixed with
working on it.
Yeah,
Talk about it today.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Sussex County Library System is delighted to announce its upcoming event, Broadband Access for All. The event aims to address the importance of internet access and digital literacy while improving sign-up assistance for the Affordable Connectivity Program. The event will be held July 18th from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the main library located at 124-5 Morris Turnpike, Frankfurt. Internet access and digital literacy are basic requirements of modern life. Unfortunately, many individuals and families in our community face barriers that prevent them from accessing the vital resources and opportunities available online. This public forum gives the community members an opportunity to learn about the plans for digital equity across New Jersey and voice their needs and concerns. Panel participants include Planet Networks, Technogrid, International Brother of Electrical Workers, New Jersey Council on Community Colleges. Following panel discussion, attendees will have the opportunity to ask questions and learn more about ACP. Participants can also learn about borrowing Wi-Fi hotspots, Chromebooks, with a Sussex County Library System card. Sussex County Library System is committed to ensuring that every member of the Sussex County community has access to information and can participate in the expanding digital world, said Will Porter. Director of the Sussex County Library System. We are proud to participate in the effort to improve digital literacy and access throughout New Jersey, and we are excited with the members of our community that will have the opportunity to learn more about this initiative and to express their own unique needs and concerns. This event is open to the public, no registration required. For more information, please visit Sussex County Library System at sussexcountylibrary.org, and that is all I have right now.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Space.
Division of Senior Services Senior Day at the Fair. Senior Day at the New Jersey State Fair will be held under the Planet Network's Performing Arts Tent at the Sussex County Fairgrounds in Augusta on Thursday, August 10th, 2023, between the hours of 12 and 3. Attendees will enjoy lively entertainment, live refreshments, door prizes, and more. The Senior of the Year will be announced and all nominees will be recognized during the event. In addition, Skylands Ride bus drivers will be presented with safety awards. Sussex County Skylands Ride will be providing transportation to the fair. Those in need of transportation can call Skylands Ride at 973-579-0480. Division of Health, Public Health Accreditation. There is a resolution on the agenda this evening for the Sussex County Division of Health to apply for grant funding from the New Jersey Department of Health to support its ongoing effort to seek national public health accreditation through the Public Health Accreditation Board. I hate that word. Accreditation measures a health department's performance against a set of nationally recognized, practice-focused, and evidence-based standards. PHAB fosters continuous quality improvement to help accredited health departments deliver essential public health services to their communities. Health departments that sustain accreditation over time report a wide range of benefits from accreditation, including quality and performance improvement, improved ability to identify and address gaps in employee training and workforce development, strengthen relationships with key partners in other sectors, healthcare, social services, education, and improved ability to identify and address health priorities, among other benefits. And I have an update to the aid to the fire departments and EMS. And we have 43 eligible first aid squads and fire departments. And as of yesterday, since we extended it a month, we were up to 33. But I know that there were 2 more of those that were ready to submit. And I talked to another fire department, and then the other 3 were also talked to. So I have a very good feeling that by the end of the month, we can get to all 43. So
Very
that's
good job. I
that's a
appreciate
hope.
that. Yeah,
So,
extending it is a good
there's a
idea.
few others in the fire departments that are helping, because I don't have contacts for everyone. So we
Perfect.
are getting there and pushing that hard. And I know 2 meetings ago, you had asked us for some goals.
Yeah, we'll go with
And-
that and unfinished business.
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right?
Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
All right,
you.
perfect. Commissioner Fantasia. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Vaccinations, again, the Moderna bivalent COVID-19 vaccine will be available Wednesday, July 26th from 10 to 12 at Bristol Glen. If anyone is interested in that, and Public Health Nursing continues to provide weekly homebound vaccinations. By way of COVID, in the month of June, we're reporting 1 or 2 cases a day. Just to give you a comparison, in January, we had 76 people hospitalized, and for the entire month of June, there was 6 so far. So, we're in July, no. Yeah, we're in July, so 6, so we don't have July numbers just yet for that, but it's just going down. There's no RSV or influenza A outbreaks in Sussex County as we speak. From June 1st through June 30th, there were 34 reportable diseases investigated other than COVID by Public Health Nursing, including 12 foodborne diseases, 1 foodborne and waterborne disease, 11 vector-borne and tick-borne diseases, 3 hepatitis B, 1 hepatitis C, 1 pneumonia, 3 strep A invasive, and 2 chickenpox. As of July 10th, there was 1 active hand, foot, and mouth disease outbreak reported in a daycare. It's one of those odd ones that seems to thrive in the summer months. That spreads quite a bit around the kids at camps specifically. The Office of Mosquito Control tested a total of 374 pools of adult mosquitoes, and all have tested negative. However, the bad news is Bergen, Somerset, and Union counties all tested pools that tested positive for West Nile virus. With the additional amount of rain that we've had, we're way above. We're at about 6.2 inches of rainfall in June and 4 to 5 in July. That means we're going to continue our aerial applications. We're really amping them up. We've done 4 so far. Aerial applications were performed in the uninhabited areas of Vernon, Wantage, Hardiston, Andover, Lafayette, and Hampton Townships, in addition to Newton and Hopatcong. So that's where we are as far as that goes. We expect mosquito activity to increase quite a bit in the upcoming weeks. So in response to the mosquito activity, the office will also be conducting ULV truck-mounted spraying applications in various areas of the county. And if you visit our website, you can see the updated spraying information and details as information is reported to us. Sussex County Arts and Heritage Council has a couple events coming up. The first is this Saturday, the 15th, the Walpack Historical Society is offering guided tours of the Rosencrantz Museum and Walpack Church and Van Campen Inn from 12 to 3. So all are welcome for that. And also they are offering, the Arts and Heritage Council, a Dragonfly acrylic paint class where you can work with a master artist. It lasts probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that's on the gallery in Spring Street. That's Wednesday, July 26th, 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. There are discounts for veterans if you are interested. And if you'd like to register, please either visit their Facebook page or call 973-383-0027. Myself, Commissioner Space, met yesterday with Elka and Ron and to review, not to Christina, no, not with Christina, but we talked about round 4 of ARPA funding. We got some requests in specifically vehicles, and we had quite a comprehensive report given to us, so we have our recommendations to go before the board. You'll receive everything in written form as to what those requests were. And Elka will put together what that formal resolution would look like for.
It's already been completed.
Yes.
Perfect. I love that
So
story.
next meeting.
That's 24-hour turnaround time. Okay, I love it. You know, out of Trenton, this is a very, very bad month, but I promised I wouldn't wax poetic up here about it. But there are a couple things that are really, honestly horrible. The budget was passed with an additional $1 billion put into the budget. Meanwhile, $200 million was taken out silently. And that $200 million was very, very, very important because it included money to help municipalities hit by the public health worker costs. So that was a serious problem. And the insult to injury is that the source of those funds was not even state money. That was federal relief money. And that was removed from the budget. So municipalities may have to revise. They either have to cut services, or I don't know what on earth they're going to do because that money is not coming. The $150 million from energy tax receipts was a late add-on in the final, in the 11th hours here. You know, us, if you ever served in local government, I know most of us did, you know, one of our big complaints was that those funds were always rated all the time, you know, when utilities paid, you know, for access and whatnot for municipalities, and they were always rated due to a loophole where, you know, the state was able to stick their sticky fingers on it. So that was passed back through, but that was supposed to be through to begin with. So now we're looking at a $200 million shortfall for municipalities to help cover those costs. So I don't foresee anything really happening to change that, but that's awful. The other bad thing for some regionally up here is the entire state legislature voted to support breweries. Breweries had severe problems with new restrictions that were instituted, and in the past year, a significant amount have closed in the state. We're very different than New York and New Jersey. New Jersey. We are New Jersey. New York and Pennsylvania, who have very relaxed restrictions that are very business friendly. Here in New Jersey, they regulate, you know, what types of events could happen, how many events, the types of music, what they can even show on their TVs. They can't sell coffee. They can't sell soda. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of the micromanagement of these breweries. So the entire legislature unanimously voted to ease these restrictions and made it to the governor's desk, and the governor refuses to sign. And he will not sign. He's going to hold these breweries hostage right now as part of a greater bargaining chip to be able to do liquor license reform. However, the ABC has stated that they would not be reinforcing any of those laws over the summer to at least give a little reprieve, but that's cold comfort because a lot of the breweries had plans in place for, adding on and making improvements to their facilities and planning things out, and they can't. So it's a really, really awful situation right now for our craft breweries.
I just have a quick question. I don't know if you know the answer. Did they do anything about distilleries? I'm assuming if they did nothing
It's all,
for the brewery, it's the
yes,
same thing.
correct,
Yeah.
correct. And, for the number of events. Now, again, ABC is not enforcing for this summer, but again, that's a Band-Aid. The entire state legislature was 100% behind this relief, and the governor's holding it hostage. So that's my 2 cents for tonight. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Deputy Director Yardley.
Thank you. I have a question, though, on the health department with its certification and the grant. So far, we are going on 9 years for certification. So can you get some, can I have, or the board have, some, if we get the grant, what the deadlines are and the projections of how long this will take? And I want to say, this board has been very good. This started over 9 years ago, and for whatever reason, stopped dead in the water. And I'm glad that there's a grant, and I'm glad we're moving forward. But I'd like to see that deadline so that we know when this should happen.
Got it.
Thank you. Okay. Sussex County 10th Annual Veterans Picnic will commence on Saturday, August 19, 2023 at noon to 3 p.m. at the Hamburg Fire Department Pavilion located on Route 23 in Hamburg. Picnic will include live music, giveaways, tables with veteran services information, and a barbecue. Pre-registration is required for this event by August 14th. For additional information, please contact Division of Senior Services at 973-579-055, extension 1221. Lorraine, you have anything more to say on that? No?
We're just excited, we're having a lot of people comment, or registering already.
Okay, good.
What was that date again?
August 19th.
August 19th.
We usually hold it at the American Legion
Right.
in Wantage. However, their parking has been
Awful.
difficult, so the committee recommended the Hamburg.
There was an accident last year, right? A couple of cars.
Well, there
Pulled in it.
was one, but it wasn't necessarily the parking.
The driver. Keep going, instead of stop, okay.
But, so we have it all set up
Okay.
to go through. And what's good is we can have now more people because it's a bigger thing.
There's Women's Health Clinic on July 13th from 4 to 7 at Public Health Nursing. You have to contact Public Health Nursing. This service is free to underinsured county residents qualify for the New Jersey Cancer Education and Early Detection NJC program. I'm glad that you spelled it out. This is spelled out. Special Child Health Services. Project Self-Sufficiency will present Helen O'Shea, Coordinator of Special Child Health Service Program at the Division of Health with the Mosaic Award during their annual Mosaic Award ceremony on Thursday, July 13, 2023. Helen will be receiving this award from Project Self-Sufficiency because of their positive contributions to the community, of her positive contributions to the community, and her ongoing support of Project Self-Sufficiency in the year 2022 to 23. Project Self-Sufficiency detailed Helen's work as selflessness, generosity, and inspiring. This program, Special Child Health, ensures that all children with special needs have access to comprehensive, community-based, culturally competent, and family-centered care through case management services. Case management is available for any child from birth to the age of 21 who has special health care needs at no cost to the families. Additional information can be gotten through Special Child Health, 973-948-5239. I'm also attended the meeting with Ron Happen from managers for the Association of Counties. Ron will give a report on that. Now, they have a very full agenda of things you're working on, so I look forward to your report. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Director. I'll be brief. A couple updates. Sussex County Division of Public Works. We received our Bandit chipper. We got that in May, but it'll be in service approximately in July. That cost was $78,536. This was funded through ARPA. Thank you, ARPA. The purchase of the Bandit chipper is adding a third chipper to our fleet. This additional chipper will enhance normal operational compatibilities with the DPW as well as assist storm cleanup. So it helps out a lot. Again, that was ARPA funds. We started our resurfacing program a while ago. Riverview Paving got that contract. That was $8,853,823.57, funded through NJDOT and County Capital. I have a list of roads, which I'm going to read through quickly, but this milling and paving is going to start July 11th through October 3rd or 4th, along with striping and pavement markings July 17th through October 10th. I'll read them quickly if it pertains to you. You could always go to dpw@sussex.nj.us, bless you,
Excuse me, thank
to get any more information if there's a road that concerns you all. So I'm going to read them very quickly. County Route 565 Lewisburg Road, 565 Glenwood Martin Station Road, 651 Clove Creamery Unionville Road, 517 Vernon Glenwood Road, 644 Vernon Crossing Road, 653 Montague Clove Road, 675 Montague New Road, 560 Tuttle's Corner Dingman's Road, 669 Houses Corner Road, 648 Sunset Inn Limecrest Road, 605 Old Stanhope Road, 602 Stanhope Packline Road. And basically those striping will get striped after the milling and paving, so I will let that one slide. Now that is all I have. So moving on. Number 10 is approval of consent agenda. There is none. Number 11 is approval of minutes. This is from the regular meeting, June 28th, 2023. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from our regular meetings?
So moved.
Mr. Fantasia, have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Hayden, any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, abstained, carries. Number 12 is...
Abstain. I wasn't here. Abstain.
Okay. Nope. Number 12 is an ordinance. We have one ordinance. It's ordinance A, introduction for the first reading, ordinance 23-06. This is amending speed limits established along County Route 613 under resolutions entitled Establishing Speed Limits on Andover Mohawk Road in the Borough of Andover, the townships of Andover and Byram, and on East Shore Trail in the Township of Byram, dated May 27th, 1975, and establishing speed limits along County Route 613 in the Township of Sparta, dated April 24th, 1996. I get a motion to adopt this ordinance on first reading and authorize the clerk to advertise this ordinance as introduced for first reading, and also post same on the bulletin board in the lobby of the County Administrative Center, together with a notice of public hearing stating that a hearing will be held on July 26, 2023, at 6 p.m. prior to final adoption of this ordinance.
So moved.
Commissioner Space, can I have a second, please?
Second.
Commissioner Hayden, any discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Commissioner Fantasia?
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden?
Yes.
Commissioner Space?
Yes.
Deputy Director Yardley?
Yes.
Director Carney?
Yes. Ordinance B is the introduction for first reading. This is ordinance 23-07, memorializing mid-block crosswalks on Sussex County Route 613 within the townships of Byram and Sparta. I get a motion to adopt this ordinance on first reading and authorize the clerk to advertise this ordinance as introduced for first reading, and also post the same on a bulletin board in a lobby of the County Administrative Center, together with a notice of public hearing stating that a hearing will be held on July 26, 2023, at 6 p.m. prior to final adoption of this ordinance.
So moved.
Mr. Fantasia, have a second, please.
Second.
Mr. Space, any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Fantasia?
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden?
Yes.
Commissioner Space?
Yes.
Deputy Director Yardley?
Yes.
Director Carney?
Yes. 13, appointments and or resignations. There are none. 14 is our resolutions. Can I get a motion to adopt the resolutions A through J?
So moved.
Commissioner Hayden, may I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Space. Any discussion? Seeing none. Have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Fantasia?
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden,
Yes.
Commissioner Space,
Yes.
Deputy Director Yardley,
Yes.
Director Carney.
Yes. 15 is awards of contracts, change orders, and bids. The Board of County Commissioners of the County of Sussex has reviewed the award of contract change order bids consisting of various proposed resolutions and determined that adoption of the said resolutions is and will further the public's interest. Motion to adopt resolutions A through H.
So moved.
Commissioner Fantasia, have a second.
Second.
Commissioner Yardley, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Fantasia,
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden,
Yes.
Commissioner Space,
Yes.
Deputy Director Yardley,
Yes.
Director Carney.
Yes. 16 is the financial. We have one bills list. That is the payment of bills list from July 12th, 2023. The motion to pay the bills list, A.
So moved.
Wait, that date, this says payment of bills list June 18th, 2023.
Why do I have, yeah, I have the 12th on here.
Yeah, I have
That's
the
not
12,
right.
so, all right, so then the copies, that's incorrect then. That was an incorrect copy that went out.
So the
It should
correct,
be, it's July 12th.
July 12th.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So I am correct.
You are correct.
Okay. All right, can I get a motion to
So
pay,
moved.
pay the bills list from July 12th, 2023, just so we're clear?
Yeah. So moved.
Commissioner Space, have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Fantasia, any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Fantasia,
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden,
Yes.
Commissioner Space,
Yes.
Deputy Director Yardley,
Yes.
Director Carney.
Yes. All right, 17 is personnel, there is none. Number 18, administrative report. Ron?
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'll just talk a little bit about the League of Counties meeting that we had. We had a very good meeting. We have a lot of administrators that are part of that group and get our advice and consents from our commissioners and other people that are in that group to look at legislation and things that, from an administrative side, that we'd like to get focused on and be in concert with as our legislators go and try to and make improvements. The top four that are on our list of things to do is the required legal notices. There's got to be some relief on that soon because local newspapers are going by the wayside and we still have the legislative statute that says we have to do that. And that is, we're trying to push to have that become electronic and get into the new world of how everybody else is working when it comes to notices and stuff. The second one, and this is hit and miss across the state, but it is very important to us, is the New Jersey First Rule, is that the requirement that you have to live in New Jersey to become an employee of New Jersey. There's some states that would like to keep that in place, and all of us have said if there are counties and municipalities that want to maintain that, that's fine, absolutely. And in fact, for us that want to have the ability to go to Pennsylvania and New York because we're connecting states, we would still treat the Sussex or the New Jersey residents first. This gives us the opportunity to be able to hire these people out of Pennsylvania and New York should we not be able to get anybody to fill the positions. So that's very important to us, particularly us and my counterpart in Warren County. And the one that is very near and dear to my heart is civil service reform. We have hit a brick wall when it comes to civil service reform. We had put together a committee that was just want to start the interactions with civil service to start making improvements, literally just to do some things that they'd already let the state of New Jersey do, but wouldn't let the local counties and municipalities do. And they really just have dug in their heels and have no real interest in any type of reform on a volunteer basis. So we have agreed with the help of John Donadio, he is going to form a civil service commission committee and start a more legislative type legal push with civil service to try to get reform out of that. Lastly is cannabis in the workplace. That is coming down the road, and some of the requirements that looks like it's going to be placed on municipalities and counties, particularly those ones that have CDLs, particularly the ones that have their local police departments. This is going to put another unfunded mandate to us that I'm not real sure how we're going to handle when it comes to evaluating employees and certify them that they're under some influence of cannabis and get them to a facility that gets them tested. So I've been in constant contact with our risk manager on this because I'm concerned of the risk that bears on us as employers to do that. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but those are the four major issues that we're focused on. We had our budget meeting, first budget meeting this week, and I know that's going to come up in unfinished business. So you know, the administration has gotten the lead from everyone, and week after next will be departmental meetings, department head meetings to start the process. So that's all I got tonight.
Perfect, thank you.
Ron, if I could say, one town that is appalled with the public notices is Walpack.
Yeah.
Walpack has their one meeting a month with their population of about 13 people, something
11.
along those lines. I thought
It's
the
11, I thought it was
population
7.
was 13, now it's 11?
It's 11.
Oh, boy,
Under
ouch.
15.
So, imagine having to pay the New Jersey Herald, the Star Ledger to print that you're, I mean, come on.
It is on, yeah, we got to get with the times.
Anyway.
Oh, especially when they don't print things properly,
Yeah.
ever. I saw that,
Don't they
ever.
always get it right?
No.
Yeah, thank you.
County council?
Yes, if I may provide a brief update on the county's ongoing litigation with the New Jersey Department of Health. I know we haven't spoken about this in quite a while. It's because we're still in a stalemate with the state of New Jersey. So just to rehash and bring the board and the public up to speed, as you may recall, back in 2020, the county submitted OPA requests to the Department of Health regarding documents they had relating to Andover subacute and documents they had relating to the atrocities that occurred during the COVID-19 pandemic. The state never replied to those OPA requests. We resubmitted them early of 2021. After a lot of delaying from the state and requests for extensions, they eventually just didn't respond, and as a result, the county had to file a civil action in Superior Court to force the publication of these documents to the county. That litigation is still ongoing. The DOH has produced a large number of documents, but some of our requests remain outstanding, including communications regarding Andover subacute during the early phases of the pandemic. To date, we have tried to work with the Department of Health to sort of reframe our requests, sort of narrow it so they can, do better searches with respect to the communications we're looking for. But every time that happens, the response is, the documents are too voluminous. So at this point, we are still waiting for the DOH to produce additional communications, and we have a court date of early September of 2023. Generally, we hope to see some documents before that date. If there's any questions, I can answer them, but I just wanted to give an update on that matter.
Thank you.
And that's it.
Thank you. 21, new business. Anybody have any new business?
Yes. There is what we had talked about last meeting about a resolution coming in opposition to the Attorney General and the Department of Education Commissioner regarding parental rights in schools. There's a draft of that will be going to the agenda meeting, which is why I asked when the agenda meeting is for everybody's review. Also, and secondarily, though, there will be another draft of a resolution opposing the Murphy administration and BPU moving forward to electrify the building sector. That kind of was something they tried to sneak quietly under the radar, and it's at their Wednesday meeting. The Board of Public Utilities is scheduled to adopt the initial steps of the building decarbonization policy. And they allocated $150 million, by the way, to put towards actual transition to that. And there are many advocates are pushing back right now, saying, first of all, our grid can't handle it. Second of all, if they were to provide low income, let's say in the private sector homeowners, the full amount to transition their systems, they're putting it at $8,000. I find that hard to believe, $8,000. And then moderate income to above, 30% credit to transition your system. Regardless, they're pushing forward beyond statutorily what I believe is even allowed by law for BPU to move forward with that. Absolutely in opposition. I'll be sending some information to you and a resolution for the agenda meeting to take a look at, because we always said he wasn't going to take our gas stoves. He's taking our gas stoves.
Would we be able to get that by Friday or not until Tuesday?
At the latest, Monday you'll
Monday,
have it,
okay.
and if your meeting's Tuesday, by Monday.
Okay,
I'll have
we'll
it,
just put
that's
it
okay.
title only when we distribute it on Friday then.
I have a question on that. Did they do a study at all on the capacity for to provide electric?
That's what the advocates against it are saying, is that yes, all indications prove that in no way is the grid capable of handling such a swift turnover. So it's gonna be a disaster.
Okay, anybody else in business? Number 21 is, oh, I'm sorry. I skipped unfinished business. I apologize. 20 was unfinished, 21 was new business. I'm gonna go back to 20, which is unfinished business. I heard we weren't here last meeting, but at the meeting prior to that, I just want everybody to get their goals together for, the coming year and what we want to establish and whatnot. I did send my goals to Christina at that meeting. I think most of you guys have that stuff together. You're more than welcome to say it now or not, just give it to Christina. My idea is to basically have Christina take everybody's ideas, because there's probably some common goals that we have. I can't imagine we won't. Put that together and then basically get with Ron, let him get with all the admins and the department heads and let them know what we're thinking going forward. I think it's a good thing to have goals, right? We'll set our goals and be ahead of the game. So
We set them in January, and I like the idea now that you're shifting to prior to budget requests coming, that it refreshes, because we always have our reorg and we state what our goals are. But that's in the middle of the game, because think about how our fiscal year,
yeah, it's tough.
Smarter
It's
this
tough
way.
to do. Yeah, it's tough to do. So
We did do something a little different yesterday with the budget meeting and put our thoughts and wishes out there that we would like them, instead of coming up with their dream list, to cut it down and get us under a 2% before they present to us, so that it's a lot easier.
And again, keep in mind, going forward with our budget meetings, all commissioners will be there when they do give our presentations. So everybody is going to hear what they have to say. Then we'll break it down to the subcommittee and we can work that out. If, with this board itself, if Jill was talking to Bill and I was talking to Dawn or Herb or whatnot, but this alleviates any questions that we have. I think it'll expedite problems, you know what I mean? So I think it's
And
fair
we'll all
that
hear it firsthand.
every elected
Yeah.
official that's up here at the dais is gonna be able to sit in front of the department heads and give them their questions, what they have. It might take a tad bit longer, but you know what? At least it's done right the first time, and we're not wasting anybody's time. I worked very hard last year over and over again, and when there's new faces that come on this board, I get it, you have questions, so we're just gonna lay it all out there.
Are you looking to take that to where it's like a budget workshop that's open to the public? Or are you
It has to
looking
be.
to-
It's gonna have to
Oh,
be.
you want it, so not like two will meet with the
No,
group
no,
this day?
they're gonna come in just
It's
like you normally
everything.
would at your
Perfect.
budget meeting. Everybody's gonna come here, it'll be open to the public, they wanna hear what they have to say, hey, feel free, come on.
I like that
You're
a
gonna
lot.
be here all day, but, as we are, but that's
Very
okay.
transparent.
Do it
Very,
on
very
a Saturday or something.
Yep, whatever we figure out, but we're gonna be here, and if people wanna come, then you can hear it.
I like it.
Yep, all right.
Good.
Anybody else with unfinished business?
So the only thing I want to say is I really appreciated the newsletter this week. Christina, you guys did a really, really good job with that. And I look forward to more input from all of us maybe next month and all the different departments. But I really feel like the residents appreciated
We worked with
that.
the PR firm and we were able to get some information. We're already halfway through the
Through the next
process
one.
of,
Yeah.
for the next
And
one.
the PR firm, we were able to do through the ARPA funding, so
Yep.
it's just a win-win for us.
Yep.
Also, I do have one more question. I did see the updates, and I pushed it out a little bit on social media about the cooling stations at the libraries, because it is hot and it's only gonna keep getting hotter. Are we getting any responses for that? Have you heard about, are people actually utilizing this?
We're gonna have to use one, it's hot in here, Dawn.
We're gonna have to have a
Yeah, I
meeting
was
at the
thinking the same
library.
thing.
pretty soon.
I'm
Yeah.
Ron and Christine are gonna set up office.
But it's like, it can be like 95 degrees in the sun,
Yes.
right now, so I think it's really important that.
Our offices are 90 degrees
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
90 degrees. No, I meant to mention that as well. Code Blue is another part of what the administrators were talking about at the Association of Counties as well. That's coming down the pike.
Mhm. Thank you.
Okay, moving on, 22, public session from the floor. This public session is for those wishing to make general statements of 3 minutes or less on non-agenda topics. Please line up at the microphone and state your name, your municipality for the record. Can I get a motion to open the floor to public comment?
So moved.
Commissioner Fantasia, I have a second.
Second.
Commissioner Space, any discussion? All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, carries. Anybody from the public, come up.
You're gonna shoot me down.
No.
You could just publicly state your name
Oh,
and
certainly.
municipality, I'm sorry.
Mary Fox, 6 Knox Road, Newton.
Mhm.
So I was here a couple of months ago when the first discussion came up about what's going on with the Dennis Library renovation and so on and so forth. So I just want to say thank you so much for, at that evening, you waited till executive session was over, and you said that you'd be going back and talking to the various departments and the engineering. So I'm just really grateful that you are moving forward with this, because the Dennis Library truly does need that renovation, and it serves the public so beautifully. I was just there the other day, and all kinds of people, little kiddos and grown-ups, and people going in there to cool off and so on and so forth. So the handicap access and so on and so forth is urgently needed. But I do appreciate that you're trying your best to move forward with something that will benefit our people. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Jim Baldini, Sanderson, Beaver Road. I was at the Dennis Library when I was a kid. I love that. You came up here and said that. I agree with what she said. But I wanted to talk to you about something I tagged you on Facebook about with the tax assessment. I'm disturbed by it. I know it's been going on for 20 years. I've done my research on what's been, I'm sure it's not complete research, but I've done what I can. I'm disturbed by it. And as you know, it's required, current tax code requires or asks, kind of a squishy law, asks that the houses of citizens be entered by the tax assessor to assess whether there's been any improvements done. And I'm disturbed by it, as I'm sure many of you are, with the idea that they're going in to check your house. And if, what I'm really disturbed by it is if, because you can say no, there is an option to say no. What I am disturbed about it is if you do exercise your right to keep privacy, then you are penalized by the system by an automatic assumption that you're done some kind of improvement and your taxes will go up. Where I come from and where you all come from is we're innocent until proven guilty. And this smacks of that kind of, smacks it right in the face and says you're guilty and you have to prove your innocence by allowing a tax assessor to come in and look at your property. And I'm a big guy. I can take care of myself. I'm not worried so much about me, but I'm worried about people who have property and don't want people in their house. And in a day and age where you can Google Earth somebody's house, and I can see that I put a concrete driveway in, year after year, I can see the improvements over that. I wonder why we're doing this kind of assessment in somebody's home. I mean, maybe 20 years it made sense, which it doesn't, to violate somebody's rights, period, but maybe it kind of made sense, but it doesn't anymore. And I would urge you, because I know
1 minute.
I know you're not the state, and I know you can't write the law, but you can suggest that since it's a squishy law and it doesn't say exactly how to assess, you can say to the towns, don't enter people's property. I would recommend, I would simply say, I know, it's kind of like you have young women who have kids by themselves. They're not going to want to have a strange man walking into their house. I can tell you other stories I've been talked to about by a lot of people. So I'll leave it at that. I can also advise you could possibly pass a proclamation about being against it, which also sends a message to Trent, which needs to be done, because they're the ones who passed this, and they're the ones who have to change it. So thank you. I know I didn't come here to start an argument. I think we're all on the same page. I mean, you guys are great. I really, I didn't even realize it. So I don't know if you realized it. You know what I'm saying? And so thank you.
Fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Alan Henderson, Lafayette Township. 2 meetings ago, you had Sparta PD here and Hacon PD requesting cameras on county roads. Has that decision been made?
You want to answer that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ron
yeah,
will give
what
you
we
a
did,
appropriate
what we're
answer.
gonna do, started this week, we are pulling the ordinance down that, the permits for the permitting of things on county property, and we're gonna revise that ordinance to include that. That when you do your permitting, when you'll put in a permit, it'll already be in the ordinance, so that we don't have to have every municipality that wants to do this come out and make a presentation. So it's gonna be permitted, though, only for the criminal activity. It's not gonna be permitted for anybody to take that information, do something else with it, all the other auxiliary things that we thought might happen, be permitted for criminal activity in that particular area, but it will be part of the permitting process in the ordinance. That's being revised now.
Okay, appreciate it. Moving forward.
As it was proposed.
As it was
As
proposed.
it was proposed. So if they wanted to use it for something else, well, then they would have to come in front of the board again.
I think
Or
you
be in
were pretty
violation of
obvious
it.
that It was pretty strict on what they could use it for.
Understood.
Absolutely.
And that's what we want to limit.
Going forward, we don't want to
Limit
change.
them,
Right.
exactly, limit them to, that's all. Anybody else? Okay. Can I get a motion to close the floor for public comment, return to regular business?
So moved.
Mr.
Second.
Fantasia, Commissioner Hayden seconds, any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, carries. All right, and 3, reminders. Please check the county's website at www.sussex.nj.us for meeting schedules. There is no executive session. And 25, adjournment. Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Commissioner Space, can I have a second? Mr. Hayden, any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, carries. Meeting adjourned. 6:47.